I look forward to a victorious day. Ningependa kusema ya kwamba nimefurahi sana asubuhi ya leo kuungana na familia yangu, mke wangu hapa na jamaa wa kijiji yangu hapa Kosachei katika location hii ya Sugoi. Nimefurahi sana kwamba tumepata nafasi ya asubuhi ya leo mapema ili tuweze kupiga kura, na Wakenya katika sehemu zote wapate nafasi ya kuamua viongozi wao wa miaka mitano ijayo. Mimi niko na imani ya kwamba wananchi wa Kenya wataweza kuamua viongozi wenye mpango na sera na agenda ya kupeleka taifa letu la Kenya. Leo ni siku ya muhimu sana kwa sababu uchaguzi huu ni uchaguzi tofauti. Ni uchaguzi ambapo Wakenya sana watapigia kura sera na mpango. Tofauti na pale nyuma ambapo tulikuwa tunapigia mambo mengine kama jamii na mambo zingine. Na nimefurahi sana kwamba demokrasia ya taifa letu la Kenya imefika mahali hapa, mahali tunaweza kuchagua mpango na sera yenye inaweza kufaidi wote katika taifa letu la Kenya, sio kuchagua tu viongozi wapate vyeo. Kila Mkenya anapiga kura leo kuchagua viongozi, lakini zaidi kuchagua mpango ambayo kila kiongozi amewaeleza Wakenya, na ni jambo la muhimu na la maana sana katika kukuza demokrasia ya taifa letu la Kenya. Mimi nazidi kuwahimiza Wakenya kazi hii, shughuli hii ya muhimu ya kikatiba ya kupiga kura tuendeshe kwa njia ya amani, ili tuweze kupata nafasi nzuri ya kuchagua viongozi wetu wote, kuanzia MCA na wabunge wetu, magavana wetu na rais wa jamhuri yetu ya Kenya, ili tupate nafasi ya kupeleka taifa letu mbele katika njia ya demokrasia. Unless there is any other issue, I wanted to say that I am a very proud Kenyan this morning that it has come to this moment. I know that I am running for president the first time, and it's quite a moment. And I am confident, and I trust in God the way I have in the past, that these two will come home. So I am looking forward to a great day. I am asking every citizen, wherever we are, to choose our leaders in a peaceful manner, and to respect everybody's choice of whoever they want to vote. We want to do this free of coercion, free of intimidation. Let us respect everybody's choice, even if it is different from yours. I think it is the essence of democracy. So I want to ask IEBC, you are an independent organization. We expect, as the people of Kenya, that you will carry out this exercise respecting your mandate, understanding that your independence is so that you can be fair to each and every voter and each and every candidate. And we wish you well as you undertake this monumental exercise in the Republic of Kenya. So again, I want to thank my village mates here for coming early. I know many of them were ahead of me. I thought I was going to be the first one here. And maybe many people are wondering why, for the first time, I've come so early. In the campaign trail, we made a commitment to our supporters that we will do this early. And I wanted to keep that part of the bargain as well, that I would make it early. I know maybe it has inconvenienced some other people, but unfortunately these are the vagaries of politics. When you make a commitment to people, you must be seen to keep. You must not only keep, but be seen to keep that commitment. So I remember we had agreed that we will do this, and I'm happy that so many of us have come so that we can we can carry out this exercise in the manner in which it is supposed to be carried out. So, well, I wish every Kenyan, wherever we are, they make these very important choices because we are shaping the future, and we are making sure that we become part and parcel of making sure that Kenya is a great country. And I believe that this vote is going to be definitive in many ways. And as I have said earlier, it's going to be a vote that will change the destiny of our country. Thank you very much. Good people. Asante sana. Asante sana.
The kids were not working. And this is so in Western Province. This is my stronghold. My stronghold holds Matungu. Please, gentlemen, please. I'm uncomfortable when it's too close to my mouth. Yeah, my strongholds. In my stronghold, people have not voted since morning. The entire Kakamega County, I'm told, most of the areas, people have not voted. Koyonzo, I'm told, is on fire. I've just asked those people to cool down. I've been around most of the polling stations, and I've told them to cool down. But I'm very disappointed because if they wanted, the opinion polls have been saying 2%. Maybe they meant it. Because why in my stronghold? I have not voted. Please switch off that phone, and if it rings again, I'll send you away. This is very important because I'm addressing members of the fourth estate. Then why should we vote for presidential elections if I'm the only one who has not voted? I'm told Raila has voted, right? Maure has voted. I've just spoken to him to congratulate him. Ruto has voted. Wajackoya has not voted. Why? Is that really something that somebody has to question? Why Kakamega County? Why Matungu Sub-County? Why? Why are these people afraid of? Why couldn't they test the kits? Why couldn't they test the kits? Does it mean if I don't vote, votes will be counted? Or do they want us to go to court? Go ahead, journalists. I'm not really happy, but what can I say? I was supposed to fly back this afternoon. I have to buy another ticket. And you know, from here to Kisumu is very far. So...
Have you perhaps been in touch with the IEBC officials, and what are they telling you?
I don't need to. Because they were there when you guys were there, telling me, oh, you're supposed to be here, like it's not working. Then I'm asking them, what do we do? At all, you have to wait. My people are defranchised. The older generation have gone home. So we'll come and vote if they make them. Why rig me out of this election? If the opinion polls have been saying 2% and I've got the entire nation with me, probably that's what they want to. But you know what? I stand with God. That's the only thing I can say. My wife here was telling me that, you know what God has written stands. Maybe she can say something. Please, let Kenyans hear your voice for the first time. Yeah.
I wasn't really expecting this, but It's very disappointing for the machines to not be working on the day that's most important to the lives of all Kenyans concerned. However, no weapon formed against us, the people of God, the people of Kenyan, shall prosper. That's the ground that we stand on. So you all remain vigilant, remain cool, remain calm, and we'll see this thing to the end. So, thank you.
What's your
name?
You know, I have no mechanical engineering in my head. I've never done mechanics. So even if I go there, I mean, how do I answer that question? You said another attempt. How? I'm not an engineer. If they tell me they're not working, that means they're not working. Why would I go to do another attempt if they're not working? Unless I'm the most foolish lawyer in the world.
In terms of the voters you have lost, would you give an estimate? Those who came and
I've lost millions of votes. You know, this is the strongest. The Kakamega County has the second largest number of voters in the country. And if you go everywhere I've been in the morning, especially in Muira, in Matungu division, I've been to Bungoma this morning, everybody's yelling me. Sorry about if I answered you wrongly. I do apologize because I didn't get it right. You are right. But if I lose in my stronghold, what happens?
What is the next course of action for Professor Wajackoya? Because now failing to vote is a very unfortunate thing.
Well, let Kenyans decide and say. This will be the first elections where a presidential candidate has not voted because the government has rigged him out.
Maybe, Prof, you're a lawyer of high standing, and we understand that just the other day, the court ruled that the manual voter register should actually be a complementary one. Why, maybe, what do you make of it that IEBC has not provided that as a complementary?
That's why you see me saying that I'm going to do away with some parts of the Constitution. Now you see the answers. This Constitution is vague, the lawyers are vague, the judges are vague, and had I been given an opportunity, those are areas of the Constitution that you're going to look into. Because what is the alternative? The law, as rigid as it is, gives a momentum, but it also gives an alternative. If you go into the Constitution, they'll always tell you about restraint of speech. You have the freedom to go out there and speak your rights. In the U.S., First Amendment rights, and the First Amendment gives you rights to demonstrate or to picket. But because of national security, it also gives you an alternative. So whoever restrains you will tell you, okay, you are not supposed to speak here because of this, but you are giving you an alternative. So coming to your question, that ought to have been an alternative. In case this fails, this is an alternative. Now the Supreme Court judges, and that's why I'm going to sack some of them. Had I been given an opportunity, that is what I was talking about. What alternative has the Supreme Court given to the IEBC? Members of the press, are you getting the reasons why I've been saying that some areas of the Constitution ought to be reformed? What alternative is Chebukati given? If somebody has cleverly gone to court and eaten with the judges to make sure that Ruto gets his way, because it's Ruto who was advocating for that, so that they can rig the election. This is how they are rigging the election. Tufanye hivi, Professor ameshindwa kuingia kwa sisi, I've refused to join them. This is an allegation I'm making. And I take it to myself. So do not be responsible for it. Ndio sasa, tukistarve yeye, the way I'm being starved, you'll have no alternative. Now, what if Chebukati came in with the manual, and the court has overruled against the manual? Then I vote through the manual. Will that not be an illegality? Members of the fourth estate? Why would I, as poor as I am, as small person as I am, be denied? What was the alternative? And why has the Supreme Court put its nose in an area? And when I speak about corruption in the Supreme Court or judges, you think I'm a madman. Restraint. Then, let's starve them. Then, what happens? Look at Kenyans in Australia. They voted this morning. And I was also voted for. You saw the results. Now, if Kenyans in Australia can vote for me the same way they voted for my opponents, and Kenyans in Kenya cannot vote for me, or they can vote for me, but I cannot vote. Now, if I go there and stand and say, oh, they have now come back at 8 in the evening, we vote for 11 hours, you think those old men are going to come back? Is that not indirect rigging? I am pained. But what can I do? I've done my campaigns in the entire country. I never got anything. No Kenyan threw any stone at me. So they had hope in me. But then now the system is just stealing away that hope. It's okay. Next question.
By the system, you mean who?
The system that is supposed to provide, to make provisions for me to vote. That is the system.
That's IBC rigging you.
Those are your own words. And please don't put them in my mouth.
Prof, what exactly happened? Is it your fingerprints that went through, or what exactly happened that you are unable to vote?
Didn't we have some journalists who are there? How many people are there who listened to the conversation? They said they have died, you can't vote. They're waiting. I said, it's fine. Peacefully, I walked away.
In other polling stations,
Kenyans hear your voice for the first time. Yeah.
I wasn't really expecting this, but it's very disappointing for the machines to not be working on the day that's most important to the lives of all Kenyans concerned. However, no weapon formed against us, the people of God, the people of Kenya, shall prosper. That's the ground that we stand on. So you all remain vigilant, remain cool, remain calm, and we'll see this thing to the end. So, thank you.
Well, this is a day of voting. I think this is a day when we all want to pray that Kenyans vote, turn out and vote in peace go back to their homes and we await the result.
How are you feeling about this whole election?
Well, we've done our best in the terms of campaign. The ball is in the people's courts. And I have confidence that the people of Kenya are going to speak loudly in favor of democratic change. Yes.
Well, I know you have been receiving reports, and there are those who are saying that they are going to the streams, and actually it is quite tedious even in identifying their polling stations. Have you probably heard this from the agents?
Yes, I've heard this all over the place. First, some stations opened late. Others, the process is a little bit too slow. I don't know why this is actually happening. And then the other one is, just as we had suspected, some people's names, cannot be identified biometrically. And they have to revert to the manual register. And that's what we had said ourselves all along. And unfortunately, those who are opposing it I also found their names not in the, are not being able to be identified. So they're beneficiaries of what they were posting.
Well, Mama, how do you feel about this election, and how is it different from all other elections?
Well, it's an exercise we have to go. I've voted very many times, and I'm going to vote again.
Are you excited?
Well, I'm excited. Yes, because an exercise comes once in 5 years. Yes. All Kenyans are excited, and we are hoping for the best.
From all the other elections?
Not quite, but I know the results will be different.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.